30th. The first part of this little video is I'm gonna go get my hair done, but I'm probably not gonna film me getting it done. But this is the before. I had to wake up a little bit early to blow dry it, and I will see y'all in a second. Alright guys, so it's actually the next day, and a little story is that I actually really did not like my hair when I first got it. I'm just not used to color. The last time I got color in my hair was over the summer, so it just took me like a fat second to get used to it, and I was really upset at first. Didn't want to film yesterday, so I didn't end up doing the things that I wanted to do yesterday, so I'm just a tad bit behind, but that's okay because I woke up a little bit early, so we can just go ahead and knock it out. But I do just want to give y'all a little 360 of my hair if the sun wasn't in the way, because I actually do really like it now, and I think it's so cute. But like I was saying, we do have a lot to do today just because I did not do anything yesterday. I have a nail appointment at 3, so ideally I would like to get done with everything that I need to get done with before that nail appointment, because my manager texted me last night and asked me to work on New Year's Eve. But the first thing that I need to go do is put gas in my car because I did not realize I was basically driving on E. And then, whole entire story, I need to go cash in my little coin jar. Let me show y'all what it looks like. This is my coin jar. It has about $40 in it. And basically, I don't want to call myself dumb, but I don't know what else you would call this. Normally, I keep my checks. For some reason, I decided to throw my check away. And of course, the one day that I throw my check away after thinking I deposited it, I didn't actually deposit it. So now I have to wait probably a week to get the money I was supposed to get on Monday. So I'm about to go to Kroger and put all these in a little machine so they can turn this into bills. And then I do need to go to Target and Five and Below. But I just realized that before I leave, I need to sit down and go on Pinterest and figure out which pictures I want to print for my vision board, because while I'm out, I'm gonna go ahead and get those printed. I was going to print off my pictures at Walgreens, and then I didn't realize that you can actually just make a collage on the website. So I spent more time than I'm willing to admit to make a collage on there, but thankfully that's going to save a little bit of time later, because when it comes to making my actual vision board, it will have already been made. But now we're going to go ahead and run our errands. I literally could not tell y'all how much gas is in my tank right now, and I'm really scared that I'm not going to make it to the gas station. Like, I'm sure I have enough to make it to the gas station, because the gas station is literally like right as you pull out my neighborhood. But I've never been this anxious before, because even when driving this close to empty, I'm able to see it. But I'm about to show y'all what I see. This is all that it shows me, and normally it pops up right there, but it's just telling me that I need an oil change. Okay, gas is now in the tank. I have basically a full tank. I literally forgot I need to go cash in all of these coins so that I can get some bigger bills for that. So we're gonna head to Kroger next. I don't know what type of miscalculations I did when I don't know if I said it to y'all, but I remember saying it earlier today. Sorry that the lighting is so bad. This is just like a bad spot to be in. But I thought that I had like $30 worth of coins. I had $18, almost $19 worth of coins. So basically after this, we're not spending money because there's no money to spend. And sorry that I haven't been like taking y'all with me. I literally never pay with cash for gas, so I was like confused when I went in there. And then there was just like too much going on in this Kroger today, which like makes sense because it's New Year's Eve and it's the morning. But I was just like, couldn't even do it. And I was in and out, honestly. Like, I was only in there for 3 minutes. I'm about to show y'all everything I got whenever I get home. However, I feel like my days are always just so sporadic, especially when we're on break, because my boyfriend had called me and he was about to like go eat lunch, and I was like, well, let me eat lunch with you. So I went to go eat lunch with him, and now I'm basically on the way to my nail appointment because I took all of my free time to go eat lunch with him. But I am 15 minutes away from my destination. I am showing y'all the before right now. So a little bit of an update. It's currently now around 8. Face is looking very bare. I'm sorry. People downstairs being loud. But I did end up getting my nails done. This is what my left hand looks like, and then this is my right. But I did have to go to work for a little bit, which is why like the outfit switched. My hair is now in some ugly braids. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all how the print turned out. Guys, I'm so excited. It turned out so cute. It's a little small, But honestly, like, I have the perfect spot to hang this, and it doesn't need to be big. For $5, like, I'm not mad at the size. But this is how she turned out. This is literally the cutest thing ever. I'm so in love with it. For some reason, when I went to Walgreens, why were they trying to charge $12 for a gold picture frame? I was like, I'll just get a white one from Five and Below. So that's what I did. Actually, this is from Target. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here, but I'm not gonna hang it until I finish taking down my Christmas decorations, which we'll do in a second. You guys, I stood up and accidentally stepped on this, and I don't want to move it too much because I don't want the glass to fall, and it literally just broke. Like, is this a sign that 2026 is not going to be good? What's going on? Okay, now we're going to put up my Christmas stuff. This is what my Christmas stuff entails. My tree in the corner, and then my two presents. This is for my boyfriend, and then my keyboard does not have a home, so we're actually not going to move the presents, but the tree does need to go up. And I already put my Christmas blanket up that was on my bed, but I also need to put my little nutcracker into storage. But we're going to go ahead and take down this tree, and I need to go downstairs and get a Ziploc bag for all of these ornaments so that I don't make a mess. Okay, but kind of at the start of this video, I was telling y'all that I wanted to go out and find marbles. I was going to explain to y'all what those marbles were going to be used for. However, I couldn't find marbles, but the show must go on. This is a little bit like ratchet, but honestly, this is just like an experimental thing to see if this is a good like way to keep up with my habits. But I have these wax beads that are so doo-doo that came with my wax machine that I don't use. So I'm going to use these as a makeshift marble. So I get some marbles. But basically, I have a jar right here, and the idea was that I was going to break habits and start new habits, and I was going to start a reward system for myself. The 2 New Year's resolutions that I have for myself are to be consistent and to be on time. My senioritis hasn't been like not wanting to go to school or like failing classes. It's been being chronically late for everything, and not just for school, like for work, for anywhere that I'm supposed to be. So the lighting over here is so bad, but I want to get better at that. And then my second New Year's resolution is to be consistent, because I feel like I have really good habits. Like whenever I post on YouTube, I feel like I'm putting my best foot forward for the most part. Whenever I'm going to the gym, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not half doing exercises or anything, but it's just like the fact of being consistent enough to see the fruits of my labor. I feel like I have so much potential in so many different areas, but I start to slack right before I could see like the real prize that comes with putting in work and being consistent. So those are my 2 things. So basically, like a rundown of it is, I'm going to take my sticky note and I'm going to write on, I'm going to actually just go ahead and divide my sticky note into 2. And on one side, it's going to be the habits that I want to get rid of. And then on the other side, it's going to be the habits that I am trying to pick up. I just finished my little list. I'm not going to show y'all too much just because some of it on here is personal. But instead of putting like ins and outs like I was originally going to do on this one, I just kind of changed the wording on it. Like eating out is an out. Instead of just putting ins and outs, I just put not eating out, right? So one of my goals is not eating out. One of my goals is reading my Bible every day. I remember that I put my original marble list in my notes app. So I went to my notes to just remind myself of what some of the goals were, because I did forget about a little bit of these. But I'm glad that I went back and looked at this, because it also states like some of the rules that I have for myself. For every task that is incomplete or task that is failed to be meet, you have to take out said marbles for that. So let's say like reading my Bible at least once a day, that's 2 marbles. 2 times a day, that's 3 marbles. So if I don't read my Bible at all, then I'm taking out 3 marbles. if I don't go to the gym as many times as I want to in the week, then I take out that amount of marbles. However, I am in the middle of cheer season and cotillion practice is in full swing, so I'm not going to be super hard on myself about this 5 out of 7 days a week gym thing. I'm being active and getting my movement in so many different places. On my notes app, it does state that after 50 marbles, that's when I reward myself. I don't really know what all I'm going to reward myself with yet, but I know that once I hit 50, I will have a reward. I do plan on making like a February reset, and in February, I'm going to come back and give y'all an update and let y'all know how this method is going for me. I just wanted something to kind of hold myself more accountable this year, because I feel like it's easy to set goals and then kind of just let them fizzle out or fall into old habits. So I think that this is like a good way to measure it. Now it is time to do some reflection on 2025. So I'm going to go grab my notebook and we're going to get to writing. So my list as of right now is kind of small, but that's okay because I feel like I add more goals as the year progresses. But for now, I have get comfortable with filming in public. One of my things that I want to do is start making vlogs. I did like a little bit of vlogging my freshman year, but I want to make like full scale vlogs. And I'm just like a little bit like, I'm not camera shy because I can literally take my camera with me and talk to y'all like it's like nothing. I'm not camera shy when it's just me, but put other people in the room, I'm a little bit nervous. So I hope I can get over that this year. Be consistent with posting, be consistent in the gym. Like I said, that was one of my New Year's resolutions. Just be consistent in life, show up for people. Yeah, those are my goals for right now. They're not nothing crazy. But yeah, I think with that being said, this is going to be the end of the video. I appreciate y'all for sticking with me through all of this, and I will see y'all in more 2026 videos.